New developments in a plane crash near the Portland Jetport that killed 2 people. Was there something wrong with the engine of that plane? Possibly the propeller as well. Those are focal points coming from federal investigators. According to the National Transportation Safety Board, investigator Butch Wilson says there was no indication that the propeller was rotating at the time of impact.
Well, one thing we've observed right now with the propeller is it does not appear at this time that the propeller was rotating at impact. It's broken very bad, very pressured straight back. It's a wooden propeller, and it has no indication of rotation on it. So we're going to start with the engine. We're going to work from the engine back.
Tomorrow, investigators will begin disassembling the aircraft to try to get a better idea of exactly what happened. The investigation could take anywhere from 6 months to a year before that final report comes out. Meanwhile, News 13's Catherine Parada caught up with friends of the pilot earlier today and has that part of the story.
It's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. It makes any pilot that would know him second doubt your abilities when something like this happens.
It's a tragedy that still doesn't seem real to Paul Burke. The air traffic controller has worked at the Jetport for the past 5 years, but when he goes in tomorrow, his coworker and friend won't be there.
When you saw Mark come in to sit down next to you, you were at ease.
It was Saturday afternoon. Burke had just finished working his shift with Mark Haskell when Haskell took off in his Yak-52 aerobatic plane to complete a flight review. In the plane with him, former military test pilot Thomas Casagrande.
Tom was really was an American treasure. The guy had such enthusiasm for aviation, anything related to airplanes. He had a child's enthusiasm almost.
But something went terribly wrong. The plane crashed into a ditch along Western Ave in South Portland around 3:30. Both men pronounced dead at the scene. A turn of events Burke still can't understand.
The airplane he had was meticulously maintained. I had flown with him. My son's flown with him. I had no hesitation in any safety related items with that airplane. He kept that in tip-top shape. And you could tell when he took the controls, he was one with the airplane, and he was very, very, very comfortable in it.
A horrifying ordeal few understand, with victims so many miss.
It really was devastating to me and to, I'm sure, a lot of the rest of the aviation community. He was such a neat guy and such an interesting guy that really a lot of people will miss him.
Now, Burke says he has not been in touch with Haskell's family. He says he's trying to give them their privacy, but he says that when they are ready to talk to him, he will be there along with the rest of Haskell's co-workers for support. For News 13 on Fox, I'm Catherine Parada.